That's over in Bud Warlow's yard.
All right, call meeting order today. Thank each of you for being here. Got a great day ahead of us. Got some special guests with us. But let's get started. I think Terry Townsend, if you'd come open us up with prayer, we'd love it. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. Thanks back to the alderman, to the leaders, to everyone in the room there. And look at the sign today. It says, "Start each day with a grateful heart. Focus on the positive and good things would happen." I just want to encourage you to keep on doing good. The Bible tells us in Galatians 6:9, don't grow weary in well doing, but in due season you should reap if you faint not. So I want to encourage y'all to keep on doing what you're doing for this great city that we live in. Let us pray. God, we love you. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for giving us your very best. We thank you, God, for this opportunity to stand before these great leaders. We lift them up before you right now, God. Continue to strengthen them to carry out the mission and the vision you're giving them to carry for this city. God, bless us as a citizens of Batesville, that we be united, God, and be who you call us. We be blessed this week. Bless every decision that they make today, that it will move this city forward for the better. Bless us and you keep us, God. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Terry, welcome to say we need you. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Barry, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
Yes, stand if you'd like, please. Attention, salute, pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barry.
Yes.
To all in attendance pursuant to the order by the Board of Aldermen adopted March 1, 2022, in order to address the Mayor and Board of Aldermen, you must be on the agenda, and pursuant to the order adopted March 23, 23, you must sign the sign-in sheet with a complete address. We have before us now the agenda for today. Is any additions, corrections, deletions we may have? If not, I'll accept the motion. Motion to accept today's agenda by Stan, second by Carl. All in favor? Motion carries. I might mention we're missing two aldermen, and we may get somebody come in a little bit later, but 3 is enough to work with, and we're glad to be here. All right. Now we have for approval is the minutes for February 3 adjourned meeting, February 3 regular meeting, and February 9th adjourned meeting. If there's any corrections, deletions, substitutions, speak up. Otherwise, I will accept, brother, a motion to approve.
Make motion for all 3 minutes, Mayor.
All right, very good. Motion by Stan, second by Wiz. All in favor? All right, motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, if I could, before we go any further, I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda, the pay request agenda, and the human resources.
All right, motion made by Stan for those 3 items. We have a second. Second by Carl. Any further discussion? All in favor? Motion carries, no opposition.
Thank you.
And I mentioned to people that the agenda is on our webpage, Batesville.ms, under Board of Aldermen and Agenda. All right. Let's see. Chuck Crawford. Hey, I saw you earlier. Chuck, come on up. You're on our visitor list, and we'd like to have you.
That might be an old Mitch man.
I'm gonna join Mr. Chuck.
All right.
Yes, sir. We're doing the signage for the dipsticks and the tire service building behind it. And where we are asking to install the pole sign is actually in a utility easement. Of course, we've done the one call, and as long as there's no utilities underground, we're asking to install the pole sign, which is behind which is far enough away from the street, from what I've been told. But I've also got a letter here from the owner of the business saying that if we're allowed to install in the easement, that if it ever needed to be moved, he would take the financial responsibility to move the sign.
Okay.
I have it, but I was going to hand it to.
Sure.
Is there anything that you need to go through the code office with? Is there a special sign?
I've already gotten the signed permits.
Okay, you just need a location.
We're just asking for approval on the location.
And Mr. Mayor, I went out last week and looked at the location. It's, I don't know how many feet, probably 15 feet off the curb. Our mains are down closer to the curb. There may be some service lines in there running to their stores, which we wouldn't be responsible for at all, but as long as they do a one call and everything comes up clear, as far as the Public Works Department, as long as council okays it, we don't have an issue with it.
All right, Carmen?
That's fine to leave that in there, but the city doesn't need any qualifications and conditions on it. It's the city's utilities, but
Yes,
if we need anything, we need to move it.
Yes,
Yeah, I just got the letter just in
Yeah, and
case.
that's what the letter says, but then he puts a condition on it, it's gotta be connected to the utility easement, that won't work.
All right, good. Well, we're anxious to have you open and advertise. Is any question from the board? Any question?
No, so what action do we need?
We all need, if you approve it, make it condition on that, commitment being fulfilled, and then just add to it that it has to be moved or relocated for any reason.
They'll
They're
pay for it.
responsible for it, yeah.
I'll make that motion.
All right. So y'all got that information. Motion made by Stan, seconded by Wiz. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries, no opposition.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
Good
thank y'all
job.
so much for
Put
your
up a good
time.
sign for us.
Sir?
Put a good one up.
We'll try.
Appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
But no, the partnership, I don't think anybody's here at present. North Delta, Darrell called me and said that he's meeting with one of our U.S. congressmen today and be here later. Mendroff, we see you, but anything for us at the moment? All right, glad you're here. Winona County Board of Supervisors, any state, federal people, I see none. I do see Brenda with ER Access. Brenda, would you just come up, introduce yourself?
Sure.
Tell me some of the staff that are with you and see if there's any question the board may have.
Okay,
And
sure.
tell us,
Sure.
I think everybody knows what you're doing, but tell everybody that's listening in what you're doing.
Okay, well, my name is Brenda Gaddis. I work with, for ER Assist, and we're PA Public Assistant Coordinators. So we help you with your FEMA process and make sure that all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and make sure that you guys get the reimbursements that are out there for you to get. So we help you chase the money. So get reimbursed for what we can to get back into the city. So
All right, but
this is my
introduce the
coworker,
people.
Chris.
Okay, excuse me.
So, I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
This is my coworker, Chris. He's kind of following me around and helping me do some things. And if you see him out taking pictures of generators, just
Good.
go with it.
He's with you, ER Assist.
He is
All
with
right,
me.
we have other guys with us, with Looks Great.
Looks Great Services is here. They're Davis. Yeah, they're here and they're doing a great job on the cleanup. So I can have them give you a.
Yeah, now, this group, Looks Great, is the group that's picking up our debris.
They are the debris
And
haulers.
we have one more
Yes.
group that's not here represented today, but they are the
The debris monitors.
monitors.
Yes. So
Okay.
in order to get FEMA reimbursement on your debris project, if you have a debris hauler, you have to have a debris monitor. It's just a check and balance kind of thing. So the monitors, I'm sure they're out there busy today, so they're not here. But
Because my understanding that maybe the U.S. government and state have approved all of our reasons to get reimbursed, I suppose. I don't know if that's the right term.
that's my understanding. I think it was. I just got a text message that A through or C through G's been done.
Right.
Approved, so it looks like we've got a full declaration, A
Okay.
through G. So that's good news. Definitely something to celebrate. So, yeah, I think we're set on that. So,
Very good.
are there any questions for me while I'm
No,
here?
ma'am. I had something for Looks Great.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay. I'll let
We're
Looks
looking
Great-
at, who's going to speak with you?
I would like for somebody from Looks Great to come up here and tell us their game plan, to let the public know what you got in mind or how we're doing this, and so everybody can kind of understand what y'all are doing. If you could,
Come on up, please.
please. Because a lot of people are asking us, and I can't tell them what they want to hear, but you
Yeah.
can.
My name's Jacob Harrison with Looks Great Services. My team is Davis Harrison and Wesley Shute. They're your project managers. So we're here to pick up the debris. And then we're also here to cut any hazardous vegetation, any hanging limbs, any trees that have been damaged that are going to eventually die or are leaning over. They call those leaners. So basically, our strategy is that we work. We have 6 trucks running. We've ramped up kind of to 6. We have the ability to add more or take away, just kind of depending on what the board wants. But it's relatively strategic. We have a map. We give our drivers zones, so we don't have all of our trucks in one area. We kind of spread them out, and then we give them street by street to do, and they go through and pick up the debris. It's large debris pickup, so they're not gonna rake the yard, but they are gonna pick up the mass amount of debris. But if
I had people ask me that, by the way.
if the residents will rake it up, they
I
may
understand.
throw it back in the
You always
truck.
got time to do all that.
So yeah, we tried initially, and I think we got, from what we understood, some of the hazard areas, some of the higher traffic areas done, and we still have some more of that to do. Working well with your public works, with Nuke to get any feedback that we may need to address. We're not perfect, but we certainly strive to be. So the more feedback we get, the better we operate within your city.
Do y'all work 7 days a week? I just thought I'd ask.
We do work 7 days a week. Occasionally it'll we'll ask for a day break just to give the guys a chance to decompress and do that. I think we had a rain day maybe this past week, so we got a little time off then. So the Lord blessed us with a little bit of a break that day.
How many hours y'all work?
So we meet at 7, have our safety meetings, and then we get going, and they haul till dark. That varies a little bit.
Yep.
Just depending on where you're at in the process, and then sometimes what they'll do is they'll stage up, they'll get a load and stage up, their preload, so that they can get that checked in the morning.
Do you feel comfortable that you're gonna be able to pick up all our debris in the amount of time that you're here for?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, just asking.
Well, we contracted with you for 90 days, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not going to take the last little bit is the longest part, because you're just hitting the hot spots and doing like a punch list, so that will reduce down to just a couple of trucks and go do that. But Debris Tech, the monitoring company, will help us set a punch list, and we can go back and make sure all the final debris is done, or if there's any hazard trees that we might have missed, or limbs, things like that, we'll go back and do those.
I
And we
noticed
make
that-
multiple passes.
I noticed that some people who've got some tremendous tree trunks on the street that are really, I don't know where they came from, but I'm talking about big.
Yeah.
Are y'all able to get those too?
We are. So what you're going to see is sometimes stumps or large tree trunks will get brought to the curb. A lot of times we'll pick up the brush around that and move on, and then we come back later with a saw and cut it to where it has to be light enough for us to pick it up with a grapple.
Oh, that's
So
great.
sometimes we'll either come through and bust the stump up enough to be able to do that. So tell your constituents that it's coming. Everything's getting, as long as it's at the curb, it's getting picked up by us.
I'm letting you do that right now.
Okay, good. I don't know where the camera.
I appreciate
But
it.
just, so traffic is traffic, and then you add all the bucket trucks and all the debris trucks, and these are big trucks. Just be patient. It's a process. It's frustrating, I know. We always tell them leave 10, 15 minutes earlier just to be sure, and just be patient with us. And we're watching out for you, but I also ask that the residents watch out for us, because those big trucks, it's hard to see sometimes.
Yes. Well, y'all doing good, and we appreciate you very
We
much.
thank y'all. I appreciate the opportunity to help you with your city getting it cleaned up.
Thank you, Mr.
And
Harris.
these, I gave you my card, but these guys, before they leave, I'm gonna make them give you.
Okay, they got the
Newt
phone
has it.
number.
You can call.
They got
however
the
y'all
phone number on it, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
All right.
they're here to help you.
That sounds
Put
good.
together a good team.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and you mentioned you're cutting hanging, but you're cutting only on the city right away.
That's
Is that
right.
correct?
So-
To make that clear.
The limb or the tree has to be a threat to the public right of way, which means a city maintained sidewalk, the road, things like that. We cannot go on private property and trim a tree. We may trim a tree that's on your private property, but it's only because that limb or that tree is a threat to the public right of way. So if you have a tree in your yard or a stump in your yard, we cannot access the yard and do that. That's not within the scope of our work and actually against the FEMA guidelines. And if we do that, it could be a threat to the whole job, the whole grant to pay for this job.
It could jeopardize funding.
That's right.
Well, it's great to have you here. We certainly appreciate it. Everybody appreciates you, and we know it's a daunting task, but you're really doing a great job. So
Thank you so much.
Keep it up.
That's these
Thank you.
guys and the guys that work for them.
Right.
Thank you.
Just to talk.
Relay
Thank you, sir.
that to them for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Anybody from the paper? All right, I think, Andy, we're at 2:15 and we're ready for a public hearing. All right.
Thank you, Mayor. This is going to be a continuation of the public hearing that we previously, I guess, adjourned or postponed until a later date when we figured out some other things, but this was, the original public hearing was on November the 4th. And this is a continuation of that from that time period. This is for Leonard Booth, who was requesting a conditional use for a food truck, use number 2.240 from the zoning ordinance at his property at 310 Highway 6 West. And it was currently zoned correctly. The planning commission did go ahead and recommend this after it was brought before them back in before the actual public hearing was. Mr. Leonard Booth, I have not seen him today. He was contacted last week and let known of it's supposed to let known of the meeting of the continuation today. But regardless, he was here at the first meeting. He was in favor of his conditional use. So it's in y'all's hands now as to what y'all would like to do.
All right, we lifted the moratorium on
Yes,
this,
sir.
and we've got new regulations with this. Mr. Booth, Colonel Booth, is not here. Is anyone in opposition to this request, this present? Okay, now has he complied with all regulations, I guess, or is
So
any
far.
reason?
Yes,
So far.
so far, yes.
All right, so what we're looking for is,
Andy, has he, we did some different things. Is there anything else he needs to do before we approve this?
Not before he approves it, no, sir. Once it's
I
approved.
mean, he's
then
okay for a year at this point, or just,
It's according to y'all's approval, yes, sir. And I think that was agreed upon when we discussed when we had the moratorium on the food trucks and all, vendors and everything. It was, I think y'all had all stated that he was only gonna approve them for 1 year at a time.
that's right.
But yes, so far he's complied with everything. If y'all approve it, then he will have to finish his compliance and the means of getting the transit vendor permit.
Okay, that's what I was asking you about that. He'll do that and then he'll be good to go.
Yes.
Okay. Mayor,
What do you need us to do? Oh,
And I don't know, we've talked about this, but I think we're gonna ask you guys at the code office in the next few weeks to make sure that all these vendors that are in this town doing business have state tax IDs
Yes.
and all. I don't know if that was in our new deal, but I'm gonna try to get that taken care of. Everybody that does business in this town needs a state sales tax ID. If they don't have one, they're out of compliance. So
you
just make
putting that in there, Andy?
It is a line item on the application
Yeah.
to be filled in. Now, the
Okay.
verification process is a little something different.
Well, we can handle that down the road a little bit, but he make sure he knows that, and we're gonna make sure everybody else knows
Yeah,
that.
I've had Brady stressing that to everyone that's come in and got them so far, is that they need to.
But if they don't have one, y'all can go check and find out if they do have one. We wanna make sure we're getting our sales tax money out of all this, and our 3%.
Yes.
Mayor, I make a motion to move forward with.
Okay, motion made to accept the
Second.
food truck. Second by Carl. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries, no opposition.
Hey, Andy, one quick question.
Hey.
On this conditional use permit, you got a fee of $100 on
Yes,
there. Is it not didn't we vote for $250?
we did, but this was applied for before that. This was a application he submitted back actually in May of last year. That's when he actually first submitted it.
Next year it'll be 250, and then, yeah, that's right.
Because this is a continuation of it.
Andy, he's coming in the door.
Oh, there you go. But
Colonel Booth, you're just in time to see that we voted you in.
Did you?
Yes, sir. So I don't know if you want to speak or not. Everybody, we've approved your application. And
Terminal
is
one
there
year.
anything you'd like to ask or say to us?
What about the shed or the smoke? Is that included in it? We had put both those proposals in at the same time, the trailer and the
He
shed.
did,
for the
I
variance.
don't know. I didn't mention that because I had forgotten about it. He had requested, now that you mentioned that, he had requested at the
Last meeting,
planning commission.
and it was approved by the planning
At the
commission.
first public hearing, I think
Right.
he had requested that he wanted the food trailer he's got a barbecue
Right,
set up for a food trailer, and he's also got a building, which is portable, out there that he wanted to do like shaved ice and all.
Is that two different things?
It would be two different transient vendor licenses if he
Right.
wants to do two different ones there, so.
Okay, well, I don't have a problem with that as long as we get two different permits and handle it that way.
that's fine.
Okay. Is
Put that
that-
in my motion.
Okay. All right, so done. All right, I do. Colonel Booth, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate what you
Had a
did.
good time.
Time is just right. That's right.
And that's all we have for public hearings was
All right,
All right, Andy, thank you.
go ahead.
You up again.
I think that is me. Yes, sir, on my regular meeting today, I have, you should have a copy of the planning commission minutes from actually a February 2nd meeting. That was kind of a postponed meeting. That's the reason that it was late getting the minutes to y'all this time. That was during the ice storm, but we're able to continue with that meeting the following week. We got that meeting done. You should have a copy of those there in your packets. And the only other item I had on my agenda as of right now was to assess the cost and penalties for the cleanup at 311 Willow Street. So y'all should have a copy of that in there also. The cost for the cleanup was $5,297.66. And that's was the total work cost for the property cleanup.
So Andy, what do we need to do? Put that on tax roll or what?
Yes, sir.
Is that right, Tom? How we did it? Okay. So we need to put that in minutes, Tom?
Oh, yeah.
I mean now.
Yeah.
All right.
So Andy, the house just sitting there? Is it boarded up or, I mean, just no electricity, no water to it?
You ought to go by and look at it. Doors wide open. It's a nightmare.
All right, we got a motion to assess the penalties for the cleanup at 311 Willow Street. Have a second? Second by Whiz. Any further discussion? All in favor? Motion carries, no opposition.
Thank you all much.
And that is all that I have on my regular agenda. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns for the code office.
I do. I have a major one, just about like this Willow Street deal we just did, except we're in a different part of town. I sent the mayor a picture of this. This is right over here on Court Street. I want y'all to just look at that. In front of the old Warlaw house where Buzz Warlaw grew up. We're running a equipment business, obviously, or something like that. I don't know what you call it. But half the people on that street have called me and different ones about this. And Andy, I don't know what you need to do, but I'd like to see all that stuff gone within a few days, if that's possible. I'm not the code director, but if I was, these guys would have about till next Monday to have everything in that yard gone.
Yeah. I
This
think,
is an embarrassment to the city of Batesville. People drive by, it's on the main street in the town every day. And if I'm not mistaken, hadn't Huey been over there once or twice to see them?
I've been over there.
And they
several times.
basically ignore what you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Obviously.
They, of course, they do a little of both, ignore and say that they're not selling. He says that he is a transport. All he does is transport them, and sometimes he leaves them at his house overnight to transport them to an additional location.
But that's
I don't believe
irrelevant,
that.
means nothing to me.
Right. And my feelings is that I think we need to just go ahead and write him a ticket for a zoning violation.
I think we need to write one every day.
Setting it out.
These people like that are not gonna downgrade our town with a handful of people in this town who refuse to go by our rules and regulations.
I agree.
Everybody that owns property around this place is not very happy, and I don't blame them.
I've had 3 calls this week.
Have you will? Okay, I don't doubt it.
And I think that's the best course of action, is for us to go over there and write him a zoning violation. I'd seen that earlier. I had looked it up at lunchtime on Facebook Marketplace. Pretty much every item out there is for sale on Facebook Marketplace right now. So in my opinion, that's pretty much guilty that he is.
If you need to take the police department over there with you, or whatever you need to do, I'm hoping this is gonna be gone by Friday.
And is it selling from that location?
I feel like he is, yes, sir.
Well, make a picture there. So you're gonna have it.
Yeah. I took screenshots of the items that's out there right now for sale on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's what I'm
just
talking
trying to
about.
build a case as we can to present before the judge. And
This
that's what-
ought to infuriate everybody that lives in this town.
I
And to
agree.
think that we even gonna consider putting up with it, not with me.
I agree. Like I said, I have spoken with him several times, and usually each time that I spoke with him, it kind of disappeared for a little while, and then it falls right back out there. So,
Well, I think you know what to do,
yes, sir.
and do it very forcefully if necessary. Like I say, we've got 2 policemen over there, I'd be happy to go with you.
No, we'll take care
All
of it.
right, thank you, Andy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank y'all.
Barry Thompson, you have anything for us, sir?
No, sir, Mayor, y'all think there'll be a consent, and I do have an executive session, but as
All
of
right.
now, I don't have anything unless y'all have something for me.
Y'all been working extra hours, I know, and doing everything along with the fire, the police, and our street department. One day we'll be back to as normal as we can be, I hope.
Yes.
All right. Coleman, you have anything for us at this time?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So you have 2 resolutions in the package about the Civic Center's concert. And the first resolution is like a master resolution. It's the resolution that authorizes y'all to have the concert and to pay for the expenses that you incur out of tourism tax money. The second one is a specific expenditure of a deposit for one of the bands. So both of them are laid back to almost the beginning. But if you're okay with them, you need to go ahead and adopt them today, and we'll get them in the minutes. Any questions? I mean, there's a lot in each one of them, so I hope you're ready, but that's essentially what they're doing.
Well, you looked at it, you were comfortable.
Well, I prepared them, so I know what's in them.
Well, if you prepared them, I'm comfortable.
All right, we're gonna do a separate.
Each one needs to be done separately.
Okay, well, we have a request for a resolution for ZZ Top #1. Do I have a motion? Motion by Stan, second by Wiz. Any further question? All in favor? All right, motion carries. I see no opposition. All right, resolution 2. We have a motion to accept that. Anybody? All right, that'd be Stan, second by Wiz. Any further discussion? All in favor? Motion carries. I see no opposition. All right, Combs, that got you for the
Well, I'm
moment?
probably gonna suggest a closed session, an executive session matter on some real property.
Okay, very good.
Okay, that sounds good.
Sean Booth, you're up.
Okay, under me, we've got the inclement weather policy that we had discussed during the ice storm. I had reached out to y'all and asked if y'all were okay with what I had prepared. This is just basically adopting it as a policy so that we can put it in our policy book so that we know when we have weather like that again, that when City Hall's closed, that that's what we will fall under as the inclement weather policy.
I thought it worked out okay. I mean, we did what we
Think so?
we opened up as soon as we could.
I was happy, yes.
Yeah.
We do what we've been doing, but we just don't have the
We
policy.
don't have the
That's
policy
right.
in place.
We did what we
Yeah.
were doing. All right, I'll need a motion by Carl, second by Wiz. Any further discussion? All in favor, motion carried.
And that's all I have.
James Snyder, Cowboy. Yes, sir.
Y'all took care of all my stuff, but I'd still like to speak to y'all in executive session for a second.
Okay, very good.
Thank you much.
Joel Taylor, we've got you on here today. Joel, you'll come up here once in a while, but tell us who you are and what you do and what you like.
Joel Taylor, IT Manager for the City of Batesville. All right, so the first thing I've got on my agenda today is that I've got some items I want to declare surplus. This is just a bunch of technology that I deem inoperable or obsolete. So I just want to go into that declare.
All right. Motion by Stan, second by Carl. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries.
Okay, so my second thing that I got on my agenda today, and I know Alderman McLeod's not here, but a couple meetings ago, probably back in December, I came to y'all about TextMyGov, which is a text-based notification system. And Alderman McLeod was concerned about, we used to have a system like this, but it ended up not being used that much. And so he wanted confirmation from superintendents that it would be used. And so I spoke to most of the superintendents, and they pretty much all said that they have an idea of what they're using for and stuff like that. So I know that he's not here. That was his big concern, so I don't know if we need to wait on that.
I'd like to wait till he gets back on this.
Yeah. I think we need to do that, but is that a budgeted item too? There's no, that's the next thing we're gonna ask. Shauna, is that a budgeted item? It's not budgeted right now, but you need to bring it back up, if you would, Joel, when we get a full crew.
May I say something?
Yes, sir.
Joel, there's a provision in that agreement that says the deadline to sign it and return it is the 19th, which is day after tomorrow.
I can, the guy that I've been working with, he goes in the king renew the agreement.
Let him give you enough time to bring it back up to the next meeting.
Yeah, I can meet with him. He can give me an update. So.
Oh, you got a recommendation?
I've got some comments yet, but still need to get into them now because if y'all not going, you just don't.
I mean, this deadline is not gonna be an issue.
Not if he can get it extended. It will be an issue if they don't extend it.
Okay.
I can get an extension.
All right, we'll get an
He
extension.
can give me an update. So. Okay, so we'll just move that on to the next week. Okay. All right, so my third thing that I had, and it kind of was going to piggyback off of TextMyGov. So this is more of a discussion. I wanted to see if I can get like an approval to put a plan together to kind of improve the online presence of the city of Batesville. I know that this is going to be in regards of social media and our website, and throughout this entire ice storm and everything, I kind of was really paying attention to everything that was going on, and I wanted to possibly put a plan together to make it easier for the citizens to kind of know what's going on in the city of Batesville, because I know there's a lot of confusion going on with that. You know, a lot of people, there's a lot of hearsay that's being spread on social media, and I want to try to eliminate that by giving them, you know, an easier place to find to get, you know, valid information from the official city page. You know, I think Newt had a problem with, they didn't know if there was a boil water notice or anything like that. And so I wanted to possibly put a plan together to kind of go over social media with all the superintendents where they can get out information based off their department and like what's going on.
Right, so you don't have a plan now, you just want to.
I just want to
research.
I want to put a plan together if y'all don't mind, and I wanted to also use it too to help promote Batesville in a positive light, because you know we get a lot of people coming through from Oxford and Memphis and stuff like that. And I feel like it'll be a good opportunity to help promote Batesville and what's going on here for all the visitors and possibly people that are maybe looking for a place to live. And you know, I kind of spoke a little bit with an old partnership with it about, you know, what they do and how they help promote Batesville. And, you know, they kind of mentioned that they can help with some of the promotion stuff on that kind of stuff. So, and I also want to go ahead and like try to optimize the website a little bit and kind of cut down on just some external sites that we kind of use and kind of put everything under one roof and under one website, and that'll also help the costs
Well, why don't you put something together unless the board has,
I don't know what you're waiting on.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, it's always kind of been on my radar.
All right.
I mean, we want the best website in the state,
All right,
Yeah.
if that's possible. I know you can do a good job.
strike a course.
Okay. I just wanted to get approval to.
You get it done, and come back when you got it ready, and we'll move on.
That'd be good. Thank you, Joel.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
Anything else for Joel? All right, thank you, Joel.
All right. Thank you.
Daniel Cole, you came in, we had Brenda, looks great, and ER access. Would you like to come up and tell us anything on your mind, or are you
Well-
here to answer questions?
You had asked me about, we've entered the MOU with MDOT.
Oh,
To
great.
pick up on the state right of way,
Okay.
and I got an email back just a little while ago from Trey Bullock at MDOT. That's Brian Childs, he worked with Brian Childs in the district office, and they've sent our signed MOU to Jackson for the director to sign. And as soon as it's signed, and of course they want the original as well, so he can get an original signature. But we should have electronic signature today or tomorrow, so that'll be fully implemented. An MDOT with MOU with MDOT. They're going to pay their 12.5% for picking up all the state highways. 6, 51, 55, not 55, 6 and 51, 315, 310, and that includes inside the city base.
Right, so clarification, really, we cannot pick up what's besides MDOT property now, like the
No, we
highway.
cannot until that MOU is
So-
executed.
So that, and that gives us now the opportunity, while Looks Great is here, to pick that up.
Yes,
And then
MDOT
you
is
said
agreeing to
that
pay their 12.5% of
they,
everything picked up.
that's right, they're gonna pay their share.
Yes.
All right, that sounds great news. Anything to add to that?
That's good news.
That's
We
great.
just
And the
wait-
county's already signed that with it? All right.
Yes, we got approval to sign that upon getting the MOU. We got the MOU from MDOT. They sent it to us. We signed it. And the district engineer signed it. Now it's gone to the state director to sign. It's just the formalities of requiring all the signatures before we start.
Great. You been doing anything else?
No, sir, just working.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Daniel, thank you, Daniel. Thank you for coming by.
Well, wait a minute.
Be happy once it's all done.
Yes, sir. I will gladly get Shauna a copy and she can distribute it however she wants.
All right, great.
Anything else?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
Thank you.
Roger Holly, I think you're up next, sir.
Mayor, I don't have anything.
Very good. Thank you, sir. All right, we keep moving. Heath, if you would come forward.
Heat Full of Love, Parks and Rec Director. So, I think in y'all's book, there's two different quotes, and I know it wasn't done the way it was supposed to be, but here's my, my problem, is I know these guys are contracted for us, but the problem is we don't know when we can get into the Indian mounds to get that stuff. And I'm trying to open those Indian mounds back up as soon as possible. And so I went and got those two, quotes right there to get somebody in there to clean it up like tomorrow. So we can get them back open. So that's why that is done that way, those two quotes.
All right, explain to the board and others really what's the problem, I guess.
Sorry. All right,
Explain to what's the problem.
So I don't know that there is a problem other than opening the Indian mounds up now or within a month. Or it could be 2 months. It's just, I don't think that the Indian mounds, as far as debris removals and tree cutting is a priority for those guys and the other guys. And I'm not speaking for them, I'm not putting them down, but they have bigger priorities than going to the Indian mound to try to get it open.
Yeah, but what you got is hanging limbs
Yes, sir.
over the walkways is what I'm getting
Yeah,
at.
oh, yes, sir. So what it is we can go in there and clean it up, but we can't get the tree, the widowmakers and stuff like that out of there because I don't have anything that'll reach it. And we would have got another quote, but Larry White couldn't go in there because he can't get his bucket truck in there to get it. So he decided not to give me a quote on it. But those two, they do have guys that go in there and climb the trees and cut the hangers out of it. And all they're doing is dropping. They're not cleaning up anything. So they drop, we clean. And that's just on the front part.
What about the trails, so you can all walk through there?
Well, I didn't do that. My main objective was to get the front part open where the concrete is, so the people can get out there and walk. and have the nature trail shut down. The nature trail looks like a bomb went off in it. So it's a lot more than what that is right there. It's terrible in there.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna get any heavy equipment in there because the trail is not but yay wide, you know, so, and it's dirt, it's not concrete, you're not gonna get anything in there. Bucket truck's not getting in there.
And also,
I think Mr. Harrison wants to speak.
yes, sir.
Mayor, just to clarify, so the Indian Mounds and this trail, is this city maintained?
It is.
Okay, all of that is eligible for us to work on that. We do have climbers and smaller dingoes and things like that we can operate in that space.
You could bring in another crew to do that maybe, or
Yeah.
what?
So we can. So our focus, you're right, was the city streets and stuff, but if that needs to be a priority, we can adjust and make that happen. Pretty
And that
cool.
would be covered under our emergency
Yes, sir.
response.
As long as it's city maintained public right of way, then absolutely, yes, sir. And that goes for the hanging limbs, the debris, every bit of that stuff. We can move on that relatively quickly if we can, Mayor, if the board wants us to. We can get these guys to work with you to go look at it, and we can put a plan together and react pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that.
That's what I like to do.
So
Go ahead.
we also have, what's that grant for?
We have a grant, but now the grant is not for storm damage. And that starts in April.
Okay.
And that's for cleanup, it's for striping, and for signage. And the cleanup, it's gonna be hard to determine what cleanup is based on the storm damage, but we anticipate that to come in April. We can't start before then. But right now, we're just trying to get the
trails open.
The trails open, walk trails, the trails, the concrete walk areas. And I think
I mean,
that'd
if
be
they're
good.
capable, if they're capable of it, Mayor, I mean, I would love for somebody to go back in the nature trail and get it going too.
Okay.
But it's a lot more extensive than on that concrete, you know, it's bad in there.
All right, well, why don't,
It sounds like we might, if the, because I didn't know if the grant was gonna cover some of this and we needed to work off the grant too. And so, but it sounds like we might need to get with y'all and get with Brenda and them and then just figure out.
It's the same process of it as everything else, and that goes for ball fields, cemeteries, golf course, anything that the city owns and maintains. We can, it's all included in that grant.
Okay.
all right,
It
now,
can be worked on, we just need to put it in plan.
for clarification now, the grant that we've got, the reason we can't start now is because they don't want us to be confused, to act like our grant is covering storm damage.
I got
Is
you.
that be a
Yes, sir.
fair statement?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna have to do that. So I think that's a great idea. And do we need a motion to ask the Look Great to?
I mean, we've already got, it's all already in the
I
contract.
think you just need
It's
to
already
work
in the
with them, see
contract.
what they can do and how quick they can do it before we spend $13,000.
Hey, I'm good with it. If they get in there and clean it up,
Okay.
the faster the better, because
Okay,
it's been closed, and I'm sure he gets called, he gets called, he gets
Yeah.
called, I get called, and they're not being very nice now.
Why can we not get a bucket truck in there?
Because of concrete. Larry White is the other guy that went in there, and he said that he didn't want to take his bucket truck in there because he was scared it was going to damage the concrete walkway, that it was too heavy to be on that concrete walkway. So that's why. And then in some areas, you ain't getting no bucket truck in there anyway.
We have access to spider lifts, we have climbers, spider lifts, we can,
You sound like just the man we need.
Glad
This is man right here. Let him do it.
Let him do it.
I'm glad y'all showed up.
Let him do it.
So, I mean, I'll give you guys.
so get with Davis and Wesley, and they'll help facilitate that pretty quickly.
That's all.
We'll need to get with Debris Tech also, they have to provide monitors for it.
All right, y'all get each other's number and then do. All right, thank
There you
you.
go. Thank you.
sir.
Other than that, Trustle's open, and I might have to get them to cut a few hangers out of some trees at Trussell and Legion. There are some trees that we won't be able to save at Legion.
Is that the ballparks?
Mm-hmm. Pat Lane, it was minimal damage. We had a couple trees fall on a couple fences, but it was nothing major there. So Pat Lane was.
We're hanging trees there.
We don't-
Trees are on, I don't know.
There's some on the backside, but they're not big enough, you know, they're, to getting damaged. So other than that, we're doing pretty good.
Very great, thanks.
Mayor, if I can say one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Any of that stuff that you have that's damaged, fences, anything like that, that has to do with your ballparks or walking trails, anything like that, culverts, all of that stuff, if you'll bring to ERSIS's attention, they can document that and help you get that remediated in this grant as well.
Yeah, I sent pictures and stuff to Brenda,
Okay.
of all the, trees on fences and the fences they're down and all that. I sent her all of that. You got anything else for me?
No, sir, that's good, thank you. Anything else?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, Newt, I believe you're up. Okay. We're gonna talk about number 13 now.
Yeah, okay, well, I did all this number 13, and we'll wait on it.
Okay.
All right, number 13 is the one I want more than you. But that's okay, we'll wait on it.
Let's talk about it.
Hello, I'm Nick Benson, I'm your public works director. So I've got a number, I've got 11. I've got 11 certifications of emergency purchase and repair. And I'm more than happy to go down each one at a time.
I think we're gonna be good. All those are emergency repairs
Right.
that were made in the first few days of the ice storm. And you requested and got approval for these and submitted the proper paperwork for emergency repair.
Yes, sir.
And I think the board, I think Stan's gonna make a motion for items
1 through 11.
1 through 11.
We got a bid on those, so we'll take that.
1 through 11 to pay those repairs.
That's a motion.
Stan, made a motion by Stan, second by Carl. Any further discussion? All in favor? Motion carries. All right, start with number 12 now.
Number 12, request permission to accept the lowest of 2 bids for materials needed to complete the 10-inch water line, the water bore on Highway 6 East from the Walmart side to the Covenant Crossing side. And before I read those out to you, I talked to Blake about that, and as long as we, because this is part of the ARPA money, that bore, as long as we add this quote to that bore project, it should be covered under ARPA. So I've got 2 quotes here, one for Central Pipe and Supply for $15,048.73, and a second quote from Windwater Supply for $18,447.69. I'm asking to go with the lowest 2 quotes.
You like it, Carl?
It's something you got to have, Newt.
Yes, sir. So we did, they completed that 10-inch water bore under Highway 6 last week.
Yeah.
And we need to get that line finished, and we need to get it connected to Covenant Crossing as soon as we can. These are the rest of the materials needed on our part to finish that line out. That's water line, valves, that kind of stuff.
Let's go with it.
Is that the work they're doing behind the Kennel Club?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And that's what we've already agreed to. Now we
I
just
want a
gotta-
motion that, man. That's something we got to
Thank you,
have.
that's good enough. Motion made by Carl, second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor? Motion carries.
And like I said, that should be covered under the ARPA project.
That's even better.
And the next thing, man, a lot of us, myself and Gary and Shelton and Mark Shields and the mayor, we've all, and Stan, we've been trying to get some lights fixed out or at the interstate, the I-55 and Highway 6 and I-55 and 35. Our problem with those lights, and I might have already told y'all, but those, they're obsolete. The ballast that we need to replace the ballast that are in those lights, they don't make a ballast that'll fit in that box, that will operate that kind of light. And we've been shopping and calling folks for months. And we finally found a guy from Jones Electric Supply, and he got us some LED retro light bulbs. So you just take the ballast out, you do some straight wiring in the box, You screw in this big LED bulb, and it looks wonderful. So we got one of the high mast lights done at the northeast corner of I-55 and Highway 6, and 2 of the low mast lights on the ramp going up on the interstate there. They look phenomenal. They look awesome. We just did this last week, and I know Mr. Stan likes lights, and that's been one of his things that he's been wanting us to get done. So
We got a picture coming up of what it will look like. I sent it to the mayor, and he's gonna show it to us.
How many lights we talking about, Newt?
it is. You remember how many? 6? Was it 60?
Yes.
Bulbs.
Big ones.
I think close to 60 big bulbs, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look.
But from what I remember, there was only one fixture, one pole out, that was up at the northeast corner of 35.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? All of them are burning now, though.
Most of them are burning. There's 2 poles. There's 2 high mast poles on the north Batesville exit that need to be taken down and reworked. If there's anything wrong with them right now, they can't. The Soda Electric can't work on them. They got to actually take the pole down, rework those 2 fixtures, and then stand the poles back up. I'm waiting on quotes to get those 2 poles down. What it'll cost to take those down and put them back up. But that's not going to be cheap. I mean, that's going to be.
Well, my question is, and I know that I like lights for sure, but we got budgeted this, I don't think, for
We'll come
the,
out of tourism money.
and then have we budgeted, number one. Number two, they're all working, we're just replacing, most of them are working, we're just replacing bulbs. Okay, that's what I want to say.
Well, it's becoming so expensive to replace them, and they don't even have parts anymore.
I
And if
understand.
you go out there and look, you'll see one that's got 3 out of 6 and 2 out of 6, and it's obsolete.
I thought they were all working though, Stan, except for that one at the northeast corner.
Well, they're
35.
working, but the bulbs in them are burned out.
Well, they're not working then, excuse me.
Well, no.
I thought all the.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I thought all of those were working, but I may be wrong. All right, well, that's it. Keep going.
So-
I keep going.
Hold on, man, I got one more thing.
Yes, sir.
I'm like Stan, I like lights too. I want our town looking good. Down there on Pinole Avenue, I like to go all the way down to Hobson Road with them lights on Pinole Avenue. I want to look into that in the future.
Okay.
And I think that'll look real good. We think about
We
this.
can look into that, yeah.
Yeah.
See what it's gonna cost. You gotta
Yeah.
get a TVA.
Yeah.
That's real expensive, but we can look at it.
Yeah.
We stopped there because it was getting to us, you know.
Maybe we
when
get a little time. I
Yeah.
like to go on
They're
down.
pretty now.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of dead down that way. I want to lighten it up a little bit.
I got a quote to replace all the lights out there, all the light bulbs. That's 64 high mast light bulbs and 27 low mast light bulbs. And so the 2 quotes, one from Jones Electric for $41,286.25, and the second quote was from Extra Light Lighting for $44,371. It solely up to y'all.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to accept the low quote from Jones Electric and take that money out of our tourism money.
All right, motion made by Stan. Second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Thank you very much.
Motion carries, no opposition.
That's just one out there. You can see the difference. Look at it. That's where our money comes from out there at that interstate. We want it to look good and then drive through.
You got it looking, I like
We're
it.
trying.
Yeah, I'm like,
Thank you. Look
All
forward
right.
to it.
Y'all, the
That's
only
good
other
news.
thing is I've got something for consideration for executive session.
We do that in a
I worded
minute.
that right.
All right, we're moving along.
So Stan, we just got 2 poles to worry about now.
The 2 up there, one of them won't
That's gonna take care of all the intersections.
except for those 2. Yeah.
That'll be,
Was
yeah,
that the
that'll be
lights
all
for
of
those
North
two?
Batesville and all of Batesville. That's the high mast lights and the low mast lights.
All the ones at
Except
the
for the
junction.
2 high mast lights at North Batesville.
And these new are guaranteed for 5 years, isn't that right?
They have a 5-year warranty on the light bulbs and,
The
yeah,
elec-
that's
the
how it
electricity ought to be cut in half, wouldn't you think, probably?
I don't know, it would take an electrical engineer to tell you what your return on investment's gonna be, but it's gonna be pretty good. Y'all just did something like this out at the Civic Center, right?
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be something similar to that. But I don't know, 4 or 5 years, you'd have your money back.
Yeah, hope so.
I think it's also a good idea to do them all at one time, and then that way we can date them, and we know that this job got done on March, April of 2026, so when those bulbs start going out, you know, you know when you're falling in your warranty and stuff like that.
I love them, but I tell you, they don't last 5 years.
Yeah.
So make sure you document when and where and the date you purchased them and
Yes, sir.
have that, because they're gonna replace them.
Yes, sir.
Does that include the labor, or is that just the bulbs?
No, we'll still have to hire DeSoto Electric to come out and put
Okay.
them up.
All right, very good.
That's just the material.
All right, great. We're moving along here. All right, under other items of the board, I'd like for the board to acknowledge that the Chickasaw Nation did give us a $1,000 donation towards our Batesville Mounds. I've sent a thank you letter from the board, from me, and then I just need a motion to acknowledge that receipt. All right, made by Stan, seconded by Wiz. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, and then we have some other stuff under later, but anybody, we'll start with you. Anything you need to bring up in this meeting?
I think I'm good, Mr. Mayor.
All right, so Carl, you okay with me?
Nothing but, we gonna discuss about working on them lights on down.
Okay. I bet you won't let him forget.
Now let's stand with
Okay.
them.
Stan, anything?
No, Mayor, I'm all right.
All right, let me pull my sheet out.
You better get that out today. We got another lecture from the counselor here about how we do our business.
I've lost my sheet. I'm in trouble. Here I am.
Be sure and get this right now.
Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
You'll make a, what you need to make a motion.
to close the meeting, man.
Okay,
Close the meeting.
if you're making a motion to determine whether or not the
Yeah.
board should declare an executive session. All right? All right, I'm gonna vote on that in just 1 second, but that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna vote on this, and then if we vote on it, we're gonna close this session and go into a closed session. All right, all in favor? All right, motion carries. I am closing this meeting and appreciate everybody being here today. Thank you so much.